How's everyone doing this morning, all right? Great. So forward, backwards, we can figure this out. Let's see. All right. So it's been a while since I've been to DC, came down from New York this morning, and all of a sudden I had deja vu since I used to be here quite a bit. And I walked to the hotel where I'm staying up the street at the Willard, and I turned down Pennsylvania Avenue. And on my way over here, Starbucks asked me on my phone if I wanted a tall cappuccino and a French donut. I think that's a croissant. And so I said, I kind of want that. And they said it would be waiting for me when I got to the counter as I passed by on the next block. And I'm thinking, wow, that's kind of cool. That's no waiting. And that's kind of what I'm thinking at the moment as I'm running a little bit late, but not so late. And I was trying to figure out how Starbucks knew that I was hangry for a croissant and a cappuccino, and I couldn't quite figure it out. And in the next moment, literally 2 minutes later, Lowe's apologized that I could not find a store representative in Lowe's the other day when I was looking at this power saw, which, by the way, I never look for. And they said that they would ship it to me free of charge, and it would be at my house within a day, and they would ship it at no cost because of the inconvenience. And I'm kind of thinking, who was watching me when I was in the store the other day, and what's going on here? And then I figured, well, kind of who cares? I want the saw, so send it to me. And then literally 2 minutes later, the North Face said that there was a perfect ski jacket to match my ski pants, and that I could get it in time for my ski trip. And I'm like, really? And I could get it 30% off. And I'm thinking, wow, that's kind of cool. I'm thinking, but who told them that my dog ripped the other one to shreds last week? That was kind of interesting also. And so I'm thinking, wow, in the span of one city block, I had my breakfast. I am all set for my little construction project, and I'm ready to hit the black diamonds. And somehow I made it here still on time and made it through security. And I'm thinking, God, this AI stuff is pretty cool, right? So I'm interested. Let's take a little poll in this room for a minute. How many people in this room believe that artificial intelligence will transform every business and every industry, in every industry and economic model around the globe? Let's see a raise of hands. That's kind of what I thought. Okay, that's quite a few of you. And I gotta say, though, that based on all the amazing things that we're hearing, how many people, and all the excitement, how many people also thought that enterprises would be maybe a little further along with the production and the adoption of AI than they are today? Okay, interesting. All right. Well, let's put aside opinions and excitement for just a minute about AI, and let's look at all the recent developments in driverless cars, voice recognition, deep learning, and cognitive engagement, and through extreme personalization, and this is something you're going to hear quite a bit about how much machines can do and the powerful business models that AI can drive. Well, kind of don't look now, because AI is already changing our lives in ways that we didn't even think were possible, even 2 years ago. Driven both by opportunity and a fear of losing competitive advantage, companies across just about every industry, in every economy around the world, have announced AI-focused initiatives. It's also true, though, that these projects are not producing the dramatic results that both the technology enthusiasts predicted, nor their executives expected. So what's going on? So as I get here through my presentation, you get to see my power saw and my jacket. And we're going to get into it here, and we're going to take a look at what is really happening, and why are the results not meeting expectations, and perhaps the word left off the end of the sentence, yet. Why are the results not meeting expectations yet? Let's take a hard look. When analyzing some of these early-stage AI projects, we can see many issues driving failures in enterprise AI, failures that are standing in the way of what will be an incredible project in changing the nature of work. Additionally, most AI projects today are confined to innovation labs, and very few, relatively few, will make the jump to live production environment and even have optimized AI performance or assurance for the actual business. It has become clear that businesses lack a clear understanding of which business problems to solve using enterprise AI, and within their own industry. They also lack the tooling, the skills, the methods required to build and deploy and manage AI systems at scale. And they also are without access to high-value data, models, and algorithms suitable for their industry and process domains. Data is at a big, big loss right now. And AI is a pretty noisy and confusing place at the moment. So when do we think all the smoke is going to clear and we're going to see a clear path for adoption of enterprise AI? One where design flaws have been all cured and unique insights driving decision-making that lead to revenue growth, changing how business is conducted on a daily basis. I think that it may be this year. And we're going to take a hard look at this, but not so fast. We must first understand the current status and issues of companies who are facing enterprise AI, and what they need to do, to overcome various issues and make progress towards meeting and exceeding business objectives. First, there it is. There's no question that AI is going to kill jobs. We're already seeing it. However, the opportunity for augmenting jobs with AI is significantly larger than the replacement of humans alone. AI, like every major technology innovation, will disrupt and dislocate some jobs, and there's no doubt about it. And yes, AI-related technologies are projected to kill somewhere between 5 to 7 million jobs by 2020. But there are billions of global workers that will be dramatically enhanced and improved through AI. Not to mention an entire class of new jobs that AI will bring about and introduce new employees to the economy. But with all of this discussion surrounding masses of employees that AI will displace, I have to remind everyone in this room that we have been here many, many times before. Let's transport all of ourselves back to the 1800s for a minute. We were all alive then, right? And during that time, there were people that rode around on horseback lighting kerosene lamps every night and putting them out every morning. And when the light bulb was invented in 1879, yes, that guy was out of a job, but he got a better job in the light bulb factory. Most recently in the 1990s, the dot-com boom, it was assumed that the days of brick and mortar were all but over. Every store was going to close, and everyone was going to be out of a job tomorrow. And yes, some stores closed. But these employees got better jobs. They went to work at the likes of Amazon and Walmart and Barnes & Noble and advanced technology and fulfillment centers. And today, these employees, when you think about it, who once tendered cash registers or filled in stock rooms, are better equipped, better trained, and now ready for the technological advancements that we're going to see today. But second, big data and analytics are also AI. I can make a bigger argument, though, that big data will ultimately be the root at the success of enterprise AI by driving cognitive engagement through, here it is again, extreme personalization, leading to a greater level of customer success and increased revenue growth. Big data, pretty cool things that computers do, that are used in building enterprise AI and intelligent systems of engagement. However, it's clear that many people in the enterprise fundamentally misunderstand or don't understand the use of this data. Well, let's hang on for a second on that comment. To understand data, you don't have to look any farther than a place that we all know, and it's called Netflix. Nearly 5 years ago, A show that followed the lives of inmates in a women's prison shook up television. Orange is the New Black became an unexpected hit and helped put Netflix on the map as the creator of innovative original entertainment. The show pushed boundaries with its dark humor and diverse cast, becoming Netflix's most watched original series. And Orange is the New Black isn't just great television, it's also an example of data-driven creativity in action, happening right before our eyes. There's been a recent explosion of shows produced by Silicon Valley companies. We all know who they are: Amazon, Hulu, Netflix. And with it has come a fear that entertainment will increasingly be shaped by analysts crunching numbers rather than creatives following their artistic vision. And mind you, it's not just television. It's where I work. It's Broadway. It's London's West End. It's in the entire movie industry. But I'm optimistic. I'm optimistic because 5 years in, Netflix is using data in a much different way. They're using data to give people a place to shine. Netflix's foray into original content now demonstrates exactly the opposite of what everyone thought. Data-driven platforms are giving high-quality, innovative entertainment their time. And why? Because they can connect content and audiences in ways that broadcasters simply never could. And they're doing it every single day right now. So, what's that mean? Let's dig a little deeper. Digital platforms like Netflix have more data on consumer tastes than any entertainment company has ever before. And I think that that's probably pretty obvious to everyone here. But people are not really understanding how Netflix is using this data. In fact, Netflix and others are not, for the most part, using their data to make creative decisions about how to produce content at all. They're employing the data to match viewers to the content that meet their tastes. There it is again, extreme personalization. And that's what data is all about. When it comes to finding and supporting an award-winning show, like Orange is the New Black, Netflix's advantage wasn't knowing that there was a critical mass of fans with women-led ensembles, or the creator of the previous hit, which was Weeds. Any broadcast executive in Hollywood could have figured that one out. However, Netflix's competitive edge was knowing exactly who the critical mass of fans were and being able to serve the show directly to them. And that's exactly what they did. And many people may fear that the trend of more media content coming from data-driven platform companies instead of industry insiders, from eggheads instead of creators. But the truth is that it lets the creators shine by finding an audience for their work, no matter how esoteric it may be. Rather than killing creativity, perhaps, just perhaps, that big data AI is fostering a whole new age of creativity. That this is the precise meaning when we say changing the nature of work. Third, NLP, machine learning, deep learning are also AI. That's not going to work anymore. You'll follow along with me. But they're just tools, techniques for complex pattern recognition, and similar to other tools such as algorithms for search engines and email spam filtering. Thank you. Composing enterprise AI systems to NLP or machine learning or deep learning is like comparing wrenches and a fuel pump to the entire car. Fourth, automation for robots and chatbots are also AI. We're seeing a lot of this kind of stuff, but they mostly handle rule-based work and structured data inputs. They do not handle judgment-based work and unstructured data. They themselves are not intelligent, and they do not proactively provide personalized, contextual, and explainable insights to humans, just like good AI systems should, and they will. Fifth, enterprise AI cannot be black box technology. There's one simple fact that cannot be overlooked. Until it's addressed, the adoption of enterprise AI will not hit its stride. Enterprise risk and compliance officers will simply not accept AI that cannot be explained, or makes important decisions without accountability, or worse yet, is destructive. However, when I look at it, I see 99+% of AI startups operate as a black box and have little to no hope, therefore, of taking their science projects into production. For instance, imagine defending an unpaid death benefit on an insurance policy just by saying, the machine told me to do it and I have no idea why. That doesn't really work. So what's the answer? Well, enterprise adoption of AI will require a new class of capabilities. And none of these capabilities are really being talked about enough today. These include AI that is explainable, AI that builds trust providing evidence, and AI that can help you manage bias, safe interruptibility, and cognition at scale, and allows for extreme personalization, there it is again, and ultimately leads to a better customer experience, better decision making, and ultimately increased revenue growth. That's what we're all after. Sixth, the technology alone will solve all problems overnight. I can assure you this, working with it every single day. Enterprise AI is about building, deploying, and managing systems of intelligent engagement. And that, in a nutshell, is not about mere automation of manual work. It requires a new class of technology, data, methods, and skills focused around a business-led portfolio of industry-optimized intelligent AIs, AIs that think, and not just point solutions or what many people have been seeing, which are pet projects. Here's the good news. It's happening, from what I can tell, at a breakneck pace. There are three notable use cases worth mentioning because they are using enterprise AI today to automate process, convert customer insights to strategic engagement, empower customer service and sales teams, take action in real time, and use predictive data. And they're personalizing engagement at scale. The first one I mentioned earlier, Starbucks. In 2016, Starbucks began using artificial intelligence for personalization. They now generate service recommendations for customers approaching all of their stores, just about. They use location data to know when customers approach. It goes on to detect weather, the timing of your order, and your entire buying history. Starbucks can also suggest food options to pair with your beverage using that very same data. This all occurs in real time, and it's occurring at the right time. It happened to me this morning. Here again, extreme personalization is driving sales at an unprecedented rate. Let's look a little further at Lowe's. Kynell believes that AI is going to be the foundational technology for which most things are built. Lowe's is bringing AI to the three-dimensional space with Lowe's bots. And now I know who was watching me in the store the other day. These machines can navigate stores and understand what customers say. And I wasn't really talking when I was there, but obviously it knew what I was thinking. And Lowe's is developing AI-driven virtual reality technology that will show customers products based on their style profile. The AI is actually accessing data to recommend the best products for those people. The North Face is using IBM Watson AI to bring in-store boutique service to the internet. Its personalized shopping tool, otherwise known as XPS, acts as a digital brand expert. The tool helps shoppers navigate the online experience like an enhanced in-store associate. And the North Face is trying to actually target cart abandonment with this type of AI. And the majority of products that enter a retailer's cart, and we probably all know this, never make it to the checkout. The North Face wants to ensure all cart items are desirable to the buyer. And this also relieves shoppers of what? Conflicts caused by choice. Many shoppers get cold feet if they think that there are better options, and XPS will actually help those shoppers know that they have the exact products that they want. So the good news is the immediate road ahead looks very exciting for enterprise AI. It's become clear that going forward, businesses that focus on leveraging AI as a strategic business capability to augment and amplify human process intelligence stand to gain the most. Doing so, however, requires a careful balancing act, one of technology, data, processes, and skills, all looked at and implemented through an industry process lens. We are a business, after all. There's a reason that we're trying to do this. And on a personal note, I look around this room this morning, and I see some of the most eager, creative, and brilliant minds in the technology industry. I've only met a couple of you, and I look forward to meeting more of you in the next day and a half. And as a leader of a digital transformation company that is developing AI use cases today, I have an appreciation for this technology and all the hard work that goes into everything that everyone in this room does on a daily basis. I wake up every morning at 5:30, unfortunately. And every morning at 5:30, I have an engineering call. Running a 24-hour shop, I'm eager to both accomplish, and then I'm also saddled with a whole host of what appear to be new issues from the night before. I can tell you firsthand, this is very, very, very hard work. Our goal in my company is not just to automate work. We want to change the nature of work and how people are living their lives with this technology. And the challenges to do that are many. But I think that the rewards are probably even greater. I know how hard each of you work because I know how hard I work and how dedicated you are to your results, whatever they may be. I ask you one simple request. It may be hard, but please don't give up. The cutting edge is the bleeding edge, to coin an old phrase. And all of us are in the middle of one of the largest technological revolutions ever. Many people say that it rivals the Industrial Revolution in terms of overall size and strength, and therefore, it probably seems like everything that we touch is the bleeding edge. It's hard, but it's also amazing work. And it presents us all with an incredible opportunity to create amazing things now that will change every aspect of life moving forward. How exciting is that? I thank everyone for being here and listening to this, and all that you do is really appreciated, and I'm honored to be a part of it. Thank you, and let's have a good couple of days.